More than 3 decades after Thelma and Louise hit theaters and launched Brad Pitt into superstardom, George Clooney is still laughing, and occasionally groaning, about how that iconic role slipped right through his fingers. In a recent, candid conversation, the Oscar winner admitted that Pitt continues to tease him about the now legendary casting choice that changed the trajectory of Pitt's career forever. And Clooney, well, he remembers exactly how annoyed he was. The story has been Hollywood lore for years, but hearing Clooney himself recount it brings a whole new level of charm, humor, and honesty. It turns out that the playful rivalry between the two A-listers has become one of the longest-running inside jokes in their friendship. The role that got away. Back in 1991, Ridley Scott's Thelma and Louise was gearing up to cast the role of J.D., the charming, smooth-talking drifter whose brief appearance would leave a massive mark not only on audiences but on the entire tone of the movie. It's the role that ultimately helped turn Brad Pitt into Hollywood's most sought-after leading man. But Clooney revealed he auditioned for it repeatedly. "I auditioned 5 times, Clooney recalled. 5, and every time, I thought, this is it. This is the one that's going to break me out." He wasn't the only high-profile name considered, but Clooney believed he had a great shot. Back then, he was still struggling to land that career-making role, the one that would elevate him from TV actor to big-screen star. But fate had other plans. Clooney said he was genuinely annoyed when he found out he'd lost the role to another actor, a then virtually unknown Brad Pitt, who would go on to deliver one of the most memorable seduction scenes in movie history. And Pitt hasn't let him forget it. Brad brings it up every time. Clooney shared that Pitt still teases him, always in good fun, but never letting the joke die. "Every time Thelma and Louise gets mentioned, he kind of looks at me and goes, 'Tough break, buddy,'" Clooney laughed. He thinks it's hilarious. "I do not. Are they joking?" "Absolutely. But is the sting still a little real?" Clooney doesn't hesitate. "Listen, losing out on a role that good, and then seeing it launch Brad's whole career, yeah, I was annoyed. Still am, a little." The playful rivalry has become part of their bond. Their long-running friendship, showcased in films like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and Burn After Reading, thrives on good-natured teasing. And Clooney knows Pitt won the role fair and square. But still, 5 auditions. How Brad Pitt's career exploded after Thelma and Louise. While Clooney's career would eventually skyrocket, Brad Pitt's breakthrough came fast and furious after the release of Thelma and Louise. His shirtless, cowboy-tipped hat look became instantly iconic, sparking the media frenzy that would follow him for years. Hollywood casting agents took notice. Suddenly Pitt went from newcomer to leading man material almost overnight. By the mid-90s, he was headlining films like Legends of the Fall, Interview with the Vampire, and Seven. Clooney later joked, "I mean, if I had gotten that role, maybe I'd have been the sexiest man alive 10 times too." But Hollywood had its own timing for Clooney. After years of TV roles and smaller projects, he finally became a household name with The rest is history. Ocean's 11, Michael Clayton, Gravity, 2 Oscars, and a thriving directing-producing career. Clooney's honesty makes the story even better. Part of what makes Clooney's retelling so entertaining is his willingness to poke fun at himself. He's not pretending he wasn't upset. He's not rewriting history. He's laughing at the irony of how Hollywood works, and how closely he came to a completely different career path. "I really thought I had it," he said. "That's the part that stings. You get so close, and then someone else, someone who becomes Brad Pitt, gets it. How do you compete with that?" In typical Clooney fashion, he delivers the line with a smile. It's refreshing, especially in an industry where stars often gloss over rejection. Clooney's transparency is part of why audiences adore him. He's a megastar who still admits he has things that got away, including one very famous, very shirtless role. A friendly rivalry that never ends. Fans love any moment when Clooney and Pitt share stories, rib one another, or reunite on-screen. Their chemistry is effortless because it's rooted in genuine friendship. They've been collaborators, co-stars, producers, and confidants. But competition has always been part of the mix, the healthy kind that motivates both men to top their own successes. And this Thelma and Louise casting anecdote is the crown jewel of their long-running banter. "He loves reminding me of it," Clooney said. "He knows exactly what he's doing." The best part, Clooney uses the story to encourage younger actors not to take rejection personally. "You can lose the right role at the right time, and it just means something else is coming," he shared. "You don't have to land the one that launches someone else's career. You just need to land the one that launches yours." His own story proves it. What if Clooney had gotten the role? One of Hollywood's favorite what-if scenarios. What would Thelma and Louise have looked like with George Clooney as JD? It's fun to imagine. Clooney would have brought a different energy, suave, mischievous, maybe slightly more mature than Pitt's charming, almost reckless youth. The movie still would have been great, but the pop culture moment created by Pitt's iconic hotel room scene might have been completely different. Even Clooney admits that Brad was the better choice for that specific moment in Hollywood history. He was perfect for it, Clooney said. I hate to say that, but it's true. Now it's all part of Hollywood legend. 3 decades later, the missed role has turned into a running joke, a trivia tidbit, a piece of Hollywood folklore, and one of the funniest windows into the Clooney-Pitt friendship. It's a reminder that, even the biggest stars face rejection. Even the closest friends tease each other. And even the most successful actors have roles they still think about years later. For Clooney, that role is the one Brad Pitt got. The one he auditioned for again and again, believing it was finally his moment. And yet, he's the first to laugh about it now. Listen, Clooney said with a grin, if Brad wants to tease me about it for the rest of our lives, he's earned it.